So the essence of the framework that I've introduced to my restaurant is autonomous, self-organizing, cross-functional teams. So by autonomous, I mean they can make decisions. Self-organizing means that they organize themselves, they organize their own rotas, they organize their own holidays, etc. Cross-functional means that they have the capability to do each other's job so that one can cover the other and they can help each other out, and often working in pairs. We found that that is an extremely good way for teams to work together. So when it came to organizing their own rota, we did a very, very simple thing. We had a meeting, we had everybody on either in the restaurant or on a Zoom call. So if somebody was on the Zoom call, they were at home, they asked somebody to represent them, and they had discussed exactly what their rota should look like. We started with 3 rotas. So the first one, we just drew a matrix Okay, I've tried to explain it on the board. I think it's a bit too complicated. I'm going to go to the restaurant now, and I'm going to put the actual pieces of paper up on the wall and see if I can explain it to you better. Okay, so here I am at the restaurant, and I put some stuff up on the walls, as you can see behind me, and I'm going to make a quick presentation to you about exactly how the system works. So we started with the blank rota, which was Monday to Sunday split by lunch and dinner. We then split it by functions. So we have the different functions down here, again with the days and the shifts. We then tick where we need this particular position. And you'll see that towards the end of the week you've got more ticks because we need more people because we're much busier on the weekends. We then ask each team member, wherever relevant, to mark their name on a small post-it and to put the shifts that they would like to have free, the shifts that they didn't want to work. The next stage was to create your ideal rota. Now, these would be the shifts in an ideal world that each team member would be working. Then, in order to have a fair system, we decided to rotate so that everybody would put their initials or their name on a mini post-it and the number of shifts that they would like to work in that particular week. Then they would take it by turns, and each one would put one of their post-its up to cover one of the ticks. So you can see all of these are covered here. These two are on an angle because although the young lady who was meant to be working that week, she had requested those 2 days off, but because on that particular week we were short, she said she could cover, but she really needed to be at college. So we said, okay, let's put it like this, but we know if we possibly can, we'll try and replace you with somebody else. We also had another problem because we were slightly short of team members. We had a couple of people off sick that week, and so we covered those in green to show that we really needed these particular shifts covered as soon as possible, but we didn't have anyone, so we needed to recruit. These we were willing to take a view on and say, well, okay, on that particular week maybe we didn't need them, but on an average week we would. Ideal world we would. So we can see here that we need at least 2 new team members. We had 2 off sick, and so we either needed to recruit that for the week or to try to find a solution for that. So as you can see, the responsibility for creating your own rota was taken out of the hands of management and put into the control of the teams. And once the rotas have been established, any changes between the shifts can be done between the team members, but of course they have to have the same skill set. So if you have somebody who is meant to be covering the bar, you need to be covered by a barman. So there was this incentive for the whole team to come together and make sure that everybody was trained up into every position, and that's really, really helped us enormously. And now we have a fully cross-functional team, and they are autonomous in as far as they organize their own rotas, and there was no need for management to do that.